Hello YouTube and welcome back again to another horror film review. Um, I'm Falagar here reviewing on the Horror Globe, our shared channel. And the next one I have for you is Stephen King's Carrie. Is this? I believe it's Stephen King. Yeah, based on the novel Stephen King, directed by Robert De Palma, which we know from Scarface. Who directed Scarface? He also directed something on Criterion that he directed. Or might have been Repulsion, I think. Yeah. He also directed Body Double, starring Melanie Griffith. Yeah. And someone Wasson. I forgot it's Craig Wasson. Yeah, but anyways, Carrie, starring Sissy Spacek, John Travolta, um, Piper Laurie as the crazed mother, and PJ Souls and Amy Irving, Nancy Allen as Chris. She was a real bitch. Okay, but anyways, Carrie. This film is great. It's a classic, and it opens up with basically I think it's Carrie and her classmates. They're playing volleyball, and the ball's coming to her on her her side of the court, and she misses, and everyone basically tells her to eat shit. You suck. Fuck you. Things of that nature for basically failing the team. So now it's shower time, which there's a plethora of nude scenes. Now I know that they're high schoolers, but they're of course of age, at least 18, playing high schoolers. Of course, of course. Sissy Spacek, of course, nude, taking a shower, and this is when she uh, gets her period, is what it is, and the blood is trickling down her legs. She sees the blood. She's scared. She don't know what is going on. Panics, runs right through the locker room, asking for help. Fucking bitches. Help the poor girl out, but they don't. Instead, they tease her, they yell at her, and they basically, I was going to say take photographs, but I'm mistaking that for the trailer that I saw of the remake starring Chloe Grace Moretz, which I'm not looking at any reviews on that. I want to go in there blind. So that will be the next one I review, of course. Okay. Yeah, so anyway, so they're just basically mocking her, and she's, scared. Gym teacher comes in and basically tells him, what are you doing? And then grabs Amy Irving, I forgot the name of her character, and shakes her, says, you should, what are you doing? You should be ashamed of yourself. Don't do that. What if it was you? That kind of thing. Basically, all those girls get punished, so they have detention, and the gym teacher's in charge of the detention, and makes them do exercises. Now, Nancy Allen, of course, is holding a massive grudge against this witch. What is the big deal? She didn't do anything wrong. Carrie did nothing wrong. But of course, being the cunt that she is, wants to get her back. And enlists the aid of her boyfriend, John Travolta, in which she aids him, of course, after she blows him in the car. And all the while, too, Amy Irving and William Katt's character. That's another actor I forgot to mention. I forgot his name. Billy or something like that? I freaking forgot his name. But, William Katt, we all know, the greatest American hero. And the movie House. It's a scary film called House. Not, it was like in the mid-80s? Early mid-80s? Oh, anyways, William Katt. So Amy Irving and William Katt, they're really good buds. She starts feeling sorry for Carrie and basically asks her friend, William Katt's character, to go ask Carrie out for the prom dance. So he does, and at the beginning, Carrie turns him down. He even goes so far as to basically go to Carrie's house and ask her there. And of course, her psychotic mother, of course, being the religious fanatic that she is, wants her to not doesn't want to expose her to such things. And this psychotic mother, excellent performance by Piper Laurie. From the initial scene that you see her in when she is kind of preaching the gospel to the neighbors, which is I believe is Amy Irving's mother, as a matter of fact. And the first sin was Intercourse. The first sin was Intercourse. Say it. The first sin was Intercourse. Say it. Go to your closet and pray. Okay. Great stuff. And in that closet, I got to tell you, There's that creepy cross, which looks homemade, by the way, and the eyes glow in the dark for some reason. Really, really creepy looking homemade cross, in my personal opinion. Candles and everywhere and shit. So, anyways, so she goes in there. Even the mother even blames Carrie for getting the period. Very odd. Makes her pray for that. I don't understand what's going on. But anyways, I do know what's going on because she explains it later on. Piper Laurie's character, the mother, that basically she was essentially raped, and that's how she got got pregnant with Carrie. So, and which kind of took her over the edge, and you know. So, anyways, so finally, getting back to the William Katt thing, asking Carrie to go out. I'm not going to leave. I'm not going to leave until you say yes. Okay, fine. You know what, sir? Okay, I'll go out with you. If I say I go out, you're going to leave. Okay, so fine. I'll pick you up at 8. Okay, all perfect. It's all good. So prom night comes, and I think we all know what happens there. Okay, the of course obligatory blood scene, bucket of blood falling on Carrie, which of course we know with Nancy Allen and John Travolta, PJ Souls, and the rest of the gang slaughtering the pigs, gathering the shitloads of blood. Okay, it drops on Carrie, and basically, in some folks' opinion, the massacre begins, but in my personal opinion, the hilarity ensues, and I absolutely loved all the death scenes. It was fantastic. Great stuff, classic death scenes. You got people getting shocked to death. The gym teacher getting sliced in two, essentially, with this wood thing coming in her midsection and killed that way. Fantastic. Electrocution. John Travolta and Chris, played by Nancy Allen from Robocop, getting tossed in the car and the car blows up. Great stuff. And then the whole thing with the mother, and then that's all I'm going to say. And the music, big smirk on her face, creepy as hell. Great film. So now let me just go ahead and read the back. That's basically the story in a nutshell, but it's one thing to hear it being explained, and then another thing to actually witness these images, and it just it really pulls you into the story, and you feel for these characters, and the acting was dead on. The music was like spot on. It goes from like beautifully creepy to just just creepy, and beautiful at the same time. Just great stuff. Okay, so anyways, it says here from the Los Angeles Times, it says, an all stops out scare show. That's a quote. It says, based on the best-selling Stephen King novel, Carrie catches, and here's a quote, catches the mind, shakes it, and refuses to let it go, says Time magazine. Starring Sissy Spacek and Piper Laurie in Oscar-nominated performances, because they both won, the pair of them, John Travolta and Amy Irving, this ultimate revenge fantasy is absolutely spellbinding. That's a quote by Roger Ebert. Outrageously witty, that's another quote by Los Angeles Times, and one of the all-time great horror classics. Okay, so at the center of the terror is Carrie, of course, played by Spacek, a tortured high school misfit with no coincidence, no friends, and no idea about the extent of her secret powers of telekinesis. But when her psychotic mother and sadistic classmates finally go too far, the once shy teen becomes an unrestrained, vengeance-seeking powerhouse who, with the help of her special gift, causes all hell to break loose in a famed cinematic frenzy of blood, fire, and brimstone. Fantastic. Came out in 1976, 1 hour and 38 minutes. Now, this is loaded with special features. I can't recall if the Blu-ray has these features, but the transfer is not much better, not better at all than this. It's just as good as this, from what I read. So there's really no point in upgrading. And this has all the features you could ever want until they come up with another edition, maybe some anniversary edition because of the 2013 film that has already come out. But we have here for special features, Acting Carrie, documentary with Sissy Spacek, Amy Irving, Betty Buckley, and more. That's a 40-minute documentary now. I didn't have a chance to watch the documentaries. I'm sorry, folks. I really wanted to get to it before doing this review, but I don't really have any time, but I'm going to get back to it soon. Okay, we got Visualizing Carrie documentary with Brian De Palma and more. That's like a 42 documentary. So between the pair of them, both documentaries, that's like that's over an hour's worth of documentaries. Over an hour's worth, like an hour and a half, even over that. Yeah, well, not over an hour and a half because we have 82 minutes worth. So an hour, almost an hour and a half worth of documentaries. We have Carrie the Musical. That's only, you know, featurette. It's like a 6-minute featurette. Animated photo gallery. Okay, and Stephen King and the Evolution of Carrie biography. And we have an original theatrical trailer. Okay, so there we go. I know there was a sequel to this called The Rage, Carrie 2, and I saw it, and a lot of folks thought it was stupid, but I'm probably one of the few that still thought it was stupid, but I semi-enjoyed it, just a little bit, just for the kills at the end, and just the fact that they kind of carried on with this story. I know that there's also a made-for-TV show starring the girl who played May. There's a film called May, M-A-Y, and it starred her. I forgot the actress's name, but that was okay too. They kind of changed the ending on that one, which I don't want to get into. I don't want to spoil it for folks who have not seen it. And so I guess, I don't know if it moved on to become a series or not. I know there was Firestarter 2 that rekindled, that ended up becoming some kind of a series. And I do kind of like the direction they went, making it almost like an X-Men thing, you know, where all these mutants come together and they have powers. So Carrie, that's one where, you know, the girl has telekinesis. That's a gift. I wish she would have moved on to become a superhero, but that didn't happen, unfortunately, because she truly is a superhero. It's not like your traditional type of horror film, but the way it was filmed and the way they directed it, and the way the music, the soundtrack went, and some of the characters, the blood, the psychotic mother, it all adds up to somehow become this great horror film. You know, a horror film, it's like basically taking Jean Grey and turning her character and making a film based around Jean Grey to become like a horror film, and somehow that's what they did with Carrie, because this isn't like a slasher film. This isn't like a monster or anything. This is just a teenage girl who has telekinesis, who has a gift, who could have moved on to become some kind of a friggin' superhero, met up with other specially gifted kids of her that possess the same type of talent as her, or probably people that can fly. Who knows what other, you know, healing factor like Wolverine. Anyways, that it didn't go that route, and that's perfectly fine. So I'm going off on a tangent here. Sorry. But yeah, okay. So, anyways, getting back with Carrie, I absolutely loved it. Picture quality, audio quality was decent. You know, yeah, decent. You know, and as of the score for the film, what I would give Carrie, I would give it. I would have to give Carrie, because I absolutely loved it a lot, I'll give it 4 out of 5 stars. Okay, so there we go. That's my review for Carrie. Please subscribe to the Horror Globe. Everyone involved with the Globe, I'm Falagar517. Please swing by my channel if you like what you see, and check out some of my other videos. And please hit the subscribe button, the like button. And thank you folks for watching, and farewell.